Hello fellow plant enthusiasts. So I'm going to show you guys one of the simplest ways to get rooted fig cuttings. Now one thing is, figs are so easy to propagate. You can propagate by air layering. You can take cuttings and stick them in the ground and sometimes they'll strike. Well, they typically do strike, especially when it's in the fall to winter when you stick them in, but you can really propagate figs year-round. You just need a little more care when it's really hot in the middle of summer. But when you see the fig and you have all this undergrowth underneath, that is not good, because the fig tree is spending all its energy on producing new shoots, so it's not going to produce a lot of fruits. So you do have to prune it, but you can take advantage of that to get a lot more new fig trees. So let me demonstrate. So you're going to look at the fig shoots and you can see where they're coming out from the ground, and you want to get them from as low as you can, and you can use a shovel to hack away. I have a root slayer here, excellent garden tool, and you want to try to find them where they're attached to the mother plant, and it's just so overgrown, it's a little tricky at the moment. But I like to take the ones that are growing at an angle, because the last thing you want is one growing at an angle and in the way producing figs, because then you don't want to prune it because you have the figs. But it also lets you keep the mother tree growing straight. But if you look here, I'm going to stick this under here at the wood and just lift up. Just try to wedge it up, pull if I have to. And when you look at this, it doesn't have any roots, but you can stick it in soil and hope it grows. But I'm trying to get some with roots. So let me try a second time. Like, you look at this one here, and that one is attached, but it's growing fairly straight. I'm going to focus on something like that. And for this, I want to grab the shovel. And I want to stick it right there and push in and wedge out. And now when you look at this, not the best one, but it has a couple of roots, so it's likely to do well as long as you propagate it correctly. I would just stick it in a pot in a tray of water outdoors, and it should eventually establish and be a nice plant. So then here, this one has a nice healthy root system. A little muddy from all the rain we had, I'll have to wash it, but we have some good roots to this one here. So by extracting figs, you are not only pruning the tree, but you can use that as a means of generating new plants without worrying if they'll strike, because you already have the roots. You just make sure they're in a pot in a tray of water to stay moistened so that the roots can establish. And then when you see it start growing, you're all set. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to propagate figs in a very easy way by just dividing the shoots that come up from the ground. Thanks for watching, and happy planting.